Hi everyone, how are you today? Good. Today we're going to look at one PSLE type of question involving fraction and remainder and Jane. Yes, she is Jane, and she went on a shopping spree in the question to buy some books and a pen. And she forgot how much money she has at first. And we're going to help her find out. Now, we're going to present her information into a model so that we can visualize better. And then we're going to work backward using her information provided to help her find the answer. Now, I'm very sure we are able to find the answer with your help. Now, let's go and help Jane together. Just like what we learned in class, the first step is to study the question calmly and search for clue. Let's study the question and see what Happy Jane tells us. Right? Jane spent one quarter of her money on a book and one third of the remainder on a pen. She had $24 left. How much money did she have at first? Now, the next step is after we study the question, the next step is to find out which is the best approach to solve the answer easily. Now, since Jane tells us she had $24 left, it is a suggestion to us that we're going to use the information from the back. And most likely, we're going to use working backward method. All right. And she went on to say she wants to find out how much money she had at first. Now, this is actually a confirmation that we can use a working backward method, whereby information are provided at the end of the activity, and we need to find the answer at the start before the activity. Right. Now, the next step is how to present the information clearly so that we can work backward easily. Right. So since we involve fraction and remainder and whole number, now one of the best ways is to represent them into a model. We're going to see later how we're going to use the model and work backward and help Jane find the answer. Now let's start to draw the model. Jane spent one quarter of the money on a book. Therefore, we're going to draw a bar diagram in four parts and mark out one part as a money spent on book. That leaves us with three parts as a remainder. Now we're going to mark out one part of the remainder for pen because Jane tells us she spent one third of the remainder on a pen. And that will leave us with two parts left, marked in green here. And we know this is equal to $24 because she had $24 left. Now we have represented all her information onto a diagram. And then we can start to work backward to help Jane to find the answer. Now, since we know two parts represent $24, we're going to find out one part is going to be $12. And let's do a check at this time. Since Jane has one quarter of the money spent on a pen, therefore she has four parts at the start. Now this is important because especially during exam, we are very anxious, and when we are anxious and not calm, we may make careless mistake or carry out over the wrong value, right? And this happened to some of us before. So at this point, it's good to have a quick check. And now, four parts is equal to 12. 4 times 12, that will be $48. And yes, we have found the answer. Jane had $48 at first, right? And we end it with a answer statement so that we get the full score for the question. And of course, Jane is very happy now. And thanks everybody. Yeah, with your help, we have find the answer for Jane. Now at this time, especially during exam, we want to check our answer to make sure that we don't have any careless mistake. There are two ways to check the answer in general. One way is to go through every single step that we have done just now, including the model. The other way is to test the answer. I'm going to show you later how do we test the answer. That could be an easier and faster way, especially when we have problem involving multiple steps, right? Let's test the answer in a while. Now we're going to test the answer. Let's use the answer we found just now, $48, as the amount of money she had at first. And since Jane told us she spent one quarter of her money on a book, we're going to use one quarter times 48, and this gives us $12. So now we know she spent $12 on a book, and we're going to mark it in the model. We're going to use $48 minus 12 to find out what is the remaining amount, which is 36, and we're going to mark it on the model as well. And since she spends one third of the remainder on the pen, we're going to use one third times 36, and we get $12. Again, we can mark it on the model. Now, since The remainder is $36. We're going to use 36 minus 12, and we're going to get $24 left, which is exactly what she had told us. And now we are very sure that the answer is correct. And this is important for us to check because if we get all the answer correct, we are going to score very well for our exam. And we're going to get AL1 for our PSLE math. Isn't it what we want? Okay. And I'll be very happy if you guys apply the method we learned just now. We study the question, we search for the clue, and then we think of a plan. We use the right skill, the right method, and then we act on it. And then after that, we check the answer. And when we get it all correct, we're going to score very well for our PSLE. And you'll be very happy, and I'll be very happy for you, right? All right. Let us do a quick recap on the two methods we used today. One is the working backward. As you can see just now, working backward is very good when we have information at the end of the activity. In this case, Jane tells us she had $24 left after her shopping spree, and we are asked to find out how much she had at first. So we are asked to find out what is the answer at the start or before the activity. So it's very good when we want to find the initial state when we're given the final state information after the activity, right? Now, the other method we used was a model drawing. We use model to represent the information visually. This way we can see our information in a very clear manner, and then we can stay calm and we can work on it, calculate on it easily. Now, this is especially useful when we have question involving part ratio, whole, or fraction, or comparison number. Now, and you can see that very often, model drawing is used together with working backward, and it is very useful when they all work together to help us solve many questions. As you can see, if we were to use the right method, um, and to stay calm and look at the question carefully and to search for clue. No, every math question is actually quite easy to solve. And in class, everyone will be practicing all the different methods, all the 8 key methods to solve all different type of problem. And in this way, every single complex or tough question that people thought or perceived to be are actually easily solved, and it is fun. And it's especially useful for you because you learn the subject well, and then you can get the right skill, and you can use it and apply it in your daily life, in your daily life activities. And at the same time, of course, we will do very well for our PSLE, and most of us will get AL1, right? As you know, primary 5 topics are very important for PSLE exam. We have designed a primary 5 math mastery crash course to help the primary 5 student revise intensively all the key primary 5 topics from number, algebra, measurement, and geometry. They'll be taught key important methods and skill, and they will practice on it until they get to a very proficient level. At the same time, we will develop and also introduce specific time management exam strategy and question answering technique for them. This will equip them better and provide a platform for them to revise their primary 5 topic and getting them up ready for the PSLE exam in the coming year in 2026. We will provide our in-house SST proprietary teaching materials and notes and proprietary worksheet that are catered to each individual student based on their strengths and weaknesses. Yes, every student may have different set of worksheet to target their strength and also especially to target their weaknesses so that they build their procedure fluency and problem solving skill and to reach a level of mastery standard for the each of the topics. And full working answer key will be provided with step-by-step guides and solution will be provided to the student. Now, as with all SST learning cycle, every single student in the course will gain concept clarity. They will master the concept so well that they are truly prepared for PSLE. And they will build their method and skill and develop procedure fluency, develop speed and accuracy. At the same time, they are being taught how to apply the methods and skill they learn into different complex math problem in the exam. Now, we have conducted this many years, and every student have improved their grade by 2 to 3 grades, and many has moved on to get AL2 and AL1. So this is a very important program and a platform for primary 5 students to excel in the PSLE. At the same time, we have a PSLE Math Launchpad program, specially designed for P5 students this year, progressing to primary 6 in 2026. This is a two parts 14 lesson program. The first part focuses on pre-introduction of the P6 concept in algebra, numbers, ratios, percentage, geometry, and data interpretation. Part 2 of the program consists of PSLE techniques, exam skill techniques. Now, part 2 of the program has been specially highlighted by parents and teachers to be highly beneficial to the student in their PSLE preparation and also in their grade improvement. Now, for students who gone through this program, they have a head start in their primary 6 because they pre-learn the key fundamental concept ahead of the others. And also it gives them more time in their learning and also preparation for their exam. At the same time, with the skill learned in PSLE exam techniques, they many has went on to get extremely good grade. We have been running this program for many years and a lot of students has got AL1 and AL2. So this is a program that is highly effective. Now, of course, at the end of the day, we are all very happy if the student can get progress and achieve better grades in their exam. Um, this is this is a result that is definitely will be achieved with this program. Now, many parents or students are worried that all this lesson can be stressful. I assure you that our lesson is never stressful. It is always taught and guided at a manageable pace that the student can manage. Now, students are encouraged to make mistakes. They will learn through making a lot of mistakes, and this is something that we want them to do. And we will engage them to improve, to learn from their mistake. And the whole section is very interactive and definitely enjoyable and positive for the student. And every student who went through the program or who went through SST tuition, they improve a lot through the training, through the guidance, and from our material. Now, the this Primary 5 and Primary 6 courses will run from 24th November 2026. The seats are very, very limited. Please enroll early. You may contact us at our website or send email to us at enquiry@smartstudenttuition.com or contact us by phone at 934 93578. Now, slots are very, very limited, so please sign up early. Thank you very much and wishing you all the best in your academic success and to apply whatever you learn in your life successfully.